Look at your pale ass legs.
Shut up.
You're like an albino on the bottom. The difference is insane.
Don't zoom in on my legs.
Tell him what you want to tell him.
I can't. Just come later and I'll do it whenever you're not watching me.
Tell him.
I know. We're going racing this weekend. What's up, guys? Welcome back. New week, new video. I noticed an interesting trend in the videos. So there for a while I was getting pretty good views, say like 1,000 to 2,000 views, and then after Eldora they dropped off a lot. I was only getting like 500 to 600, except for the Ben-Hur video. Ben-Hur was at 1,500 after a day, and it's probably pushing 2,000 now. I'm not sure, I haven't checked. But I thought it was weird that they dropped off so much there after Eldora, and then like Ben-Hur picked back up. But then I noticed all the videos in between Eldora and Ben-Hur were all Cridersville videos. So like even the getting ready for Eldora video where there was no racing did really, really well. And then Eldora did well, and then basically they tanked, and then they're back up for Ben-Hur. So I thought it was interesting that the videos that don't do very good are Cridersville, and maybe I shouldn't laugh at that, but the track I want to go to the least is the one that gets the least amount of views, which is unfortunate because it is my home track and the closest to home and where I race at the most, because Eldora only runs twice. Ben-Hur is 4 hours away. The farm track's 4 hours away, and I have a farm track video with like 5,000 views. So it's kind of a bummer. The track that is the closest and easiest for me to go to does the worst as far as views go. So watch those videos, I guess. I don't know. I mean, they're just, the format's the same. They're just as good, you know, so why not? With that being said, more bad news. This is a Cridersville video. So we're coming back. It's an LO206 race. It's race 7 of 8 in the points series, which I'm really, really close in. I'm tied for second and very close to first, so I have a legitimate shot to win it. But the way it works is it's the 8 races, but you get 2 drops, so only 6 count. And at the beginning of the year, the way the schedule fell, I wasn't going to miss any races, so I was going to be able to use my drops for bad finishes. But with rainouts and races getting rescheduled, those reschedules fell on days when either we were going somewhere else or we were on vacation. So I've ended up missing 2 races. So my drops are going to go to those 2 no-shows instead of bad finishes. So if I go out there this week and I run like 8th or 9th or 10th or something, I have to take those points, where if, say, the guy I'm tied with or even the leader finishes 8th or 9th or 10th, they can drop those points. So that's definitely going to hurt me and make it tough to win. And honestly, I never thought that I'd even be, you know, in the thick of the points battle, but I am. So guess I'm going to, you know, I'm going to give it my all, try not to think about that and just go for the win. And however it shakes out is how it shakes out. And then another little different tidbit is my buddy Phillip is coming out of retirement. He hasn't raced in like 4 or 5 years, maybe even 6 years. I'm not sure. You know, he's going to run Kirstynn's Kart and probably super heavy, maybe heavy. I don't know yet, but yeah, he's a very good friend of mine. He's been on the channel before. He went to Tyler Mountain with us last year and helped whenever I raced there. And then he was in one of the rental cart videos because he actually came up to race and it rained out and he didn't get to, so he just ended up doing rentals. But he's been wanting to race again for a while now, and I told him, you know, if you want to race, you got to ride anytime you want it. And it hasn't really worked out either because of rainouts or he's been busy and had things come up. So he's finally going to get to come up and race. We've been working on tires for him, and when I say we, I mean Kirstynn, because she's better at the tires than I am. But he's going to come up, we're going to get the cart scaled for him, figure out what class he's going to run, and I think it'll be a good time. He's been bugging me a lot about wanting to run, and he's finally going to get to. And, you know, me and Phil go way, way back. We both started at Wheelersburg at around the same time. He started maybe 2 or 3 years after I did, and we raced together for a very, very long time at a lot of the same tracks. We basically always raced together. If I went somewhere, he went, and if he went somewhere, I went. And, you know, we ran the same chassis, we ran the same engines, same everything. So we were like teammates almost. You know, if there was somewhere that Gramps didn't want to go, I'd just hop in the truck with Phil, and he'd let me tag along, and he let me race his stuff, and, you know, all kinds of stuff. Definitely a very good dude who's had a little bit of a hard time lately, and I'm glad that he's going to get out and go race and have some fun again. And I hope he does well. I'm going to regret saying this because it's going to make his ego bigger than it already is. But he was very, very, very good back in the day, especially for what he had. He had, like, no money. You know, he was running carts that were 10 years older than everyone else's and had, like, 3 used tires to choose from, and he would still kick their asses. So I think being on a little more modern kart and having a little better options on tires, not the best, because, I mean, let's be honest, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with tires, and my tires are still maybe not the best, but Kirk's ran top 3 on this kart with these tires, and she has a lot less experience. Granted, he's been out of it for a while, but I think if he gets that rust knocked off real quick, he could have a shot to win. It just depends on how rusty he is and how quick he picks it back up, but if he goes out there and outlaps and he gets in a groove fairly quick, I think he could have a shot to win it. I hope I'm not being like premature on that and jumping the gun, but he was really, really good back in the day. And like I said, if he watches this video, I'm going to regret saying that because he's never going to let me live it down. But I hope it goes good for him. I hope he has a good run. I hope he doesn't like stuff it on the wall and tear it up or end up on his head or anything. I hope he, runs top 3. And yeah, I guess that's that. Phil's coming racing. He's coming out of retirement. I feel like I owe him a lot sometimes, so I'm going to regret saying that too because, like I said, he took me racing a lot and did a lot for me, and, he's just a very good friend. So I hope he has a good weekend. I hope I have a good weekend with the Yellow 206 stuff. We're going to take the clone kart, and I'm going to run heavy. Hopefully that goes well. So, yeah, I've been going on for a long time, so I'm going to stop talking. Hopefully whenever Phil gets here, we'll do a time-lapse of getting him ready or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'll get him to go over his racing history, introduce himself to the channel officially instead of just being a background character. Maybe get him to go over who he is and what he's done and what we're doing. And yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think that's what I'll do. So stay tuned for that. Keep watching the video. Hopefully this video does good, just like Ben-Hur and Eldora, and you guys don't all click away because it's Cridersville, and we'll see you there. Okay, introduce yourself and give a rundown of your racing history.
The best racer of all time. Any other questions?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you here for? What are you doing this week?
I'm here to tear this piece of shit up right here.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's hers. Don't tear it up.
I'm here to tear this fine piece of machinery and make it a piece of shit.
That's not any better.
Any other questions? See you at the track.
Now, the best I seen was down there racing. Alex was out on trial. Maybe must have been running different classes. But Alex got hit, and he expertly knowed how to spin his kart in between the exit openings, which was just as wide as a go-kart.
It's still the same. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not any different. Yeah,
I
got.
Well, was that the exit in 3 and 4?
No, the one in 1 and 2. Where it is now.
Okay.
Yeah, good thing you said something. I was totally reading that backwards.
You need to do this now. I don't trust him anymore.
You should try. Little rusty. Look at you panicking. Panic!
Oh god. Yeah, I got.
It doesn't turn tomorrow.
I got hit on lap 1 and spun through the opening. Sheer luck that I made it through the opening and didn't hit anything. And Gramps is still convinced to this day that it was just all skill and I did that on purpose.
I can tell by the way you celebrate.
That I was so happy that I didn't hit anything.
Nothing beats the day we win.
Because that would have hurt.
Yes, it would.
That'd have been a hard hit.
You know what I did like a big dummy?
Yeah.
Put everything back together.
You really are rusty.
It's been 5 years. I have not done anything in 5 years. You know how long that is in racing terms?
5 years.
It's a long time.
So far out.
He hits the wall.
I didn't hit the wall that couldn't hurt. I did run off the track. Twice.
Oh yeah, you didn't hit the wall in her because there is no walls.
Yeah, there is no walls.
You probably could fucking hit that damn turtle.
I didn't hit the turtle this time either. I don't think. Did I?
Yes.
No.
I watched you.
Oh. I really don't remember hitting the turtle.
You did it once.
Well, that's not too bad for me.
Whoa.
What am I doing wrong? Oh. Okay, so I might have you completely fucked up.
No, you're still. Well.
Like, really?
I do. Completely got you fucked up.
He had it like 1.5 inches out of your tire.
Oh my god.
He's learning. It's
I was
okay.
wondering, I was like, man, something's not right here. I told you I was rusty, bud.
I need my crew chief back.
Look at it. Is that right?
Just point it down.
I understand that, Alan. I just want to make sure it's in the right fucking spot.
But it's not.
But it's not. Yes, but it's not. I get it.
That's because you hit the turtle.
I don't even remember hitting it.
You don't think you fucking hit it.
I don't think you're wrong. Knowing me, I definitely hit it.
I know
I
I'm
just
not
don't remember it.
So that green Razor that I had that metal floor pan in it. I had a turtle at BMI. That is perfectly turtle shaped.
Kyle yelled at me the first time we went to dinner for it.
I know.
Who did?
You're
Kyle.
fucking ridiculous. Stay off the goddamn turtles and out of the fucking wall.
I didn't hit the wall. There is no wall.
That
there.
crime still.
Oh, yeah, I hit the wall out there.
Getting tired of scaling goddamn shit.
Stand still!
He doesn't.
Scaling Alex was always a pain in the ass.
It's still a pain.
Because he don't.
I can't.
People comment on about it in our YouTubes.
They do.
Because they can see me sitting here going, and it's me going,
He
fucking
said,
sit
I
still."
never read. I watch it on TV, so I can never see the comments. But
Yeah.
I bet.
They mention it in person a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, I saw you scaled this week and she yelled at you again.
Yeah.
God damn it, Alex!
Jamie yelled at you that one day. He's like,
Yeah.
fucking sit still. And I was like, thank you.
I'm sorry.
He don't. He's very jittery.
So
He was worse as a kid.
I don't have as much energy now.
Dude, numbers are fluctuating, so sit.
I'm not moving.
Hold fucking still!
How are your eyes just looking at me then?
Turn them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Man, you're running. Alex, stop! Or, hear me out, don't stop. God damn, I think you skilled your fan.
Don't take it for a ride over the wall.
Huh?
Don't take it for a ride over the wall.
Alright.
1, it's expensive, and 2, it hurts.
And 3, it's expensive.
Who's it offensive? Did you say expensive or offensive? I'll tell you after hot laps.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean,
No, not high expectations, or
I'll be happy if I could go around the racetrack.
last night sucked. I think if you remember back in the intro, I said that if I had a bad enough night, it would pretty much eliminate my chances at winning the LO206 championship, and that definitely happened. I think there was 10 carts, and I finished 10th. So it was an absolutely god-awful night. I went from 10 points out of the point lead to 4th in points. So my chances of the championship are over. My shot at second might even be over. I'm not really sure. So it was a rough night. If it could go wrong, it went wrong. We blew a motor in hot laps. The LO206 going down the backstretch, I heard a loud clang, and then it quit running, so that was that. We switched engines. Dan gave me a spare. Went out in that first heat. Kart sucked. It wouldn't turn. It was just super tight, and I ended up stuffing it in the wall, which bent a spindle. So we put the LO206 on the heavy kart, which was actually running pretty good. We ran good in that heat. I think I probably could have finished third, but that last restart was weird. But we put the LO206 on the heavy kart, so that scratched us out of heavy, or so we thought. Someone actually had a spindle and just said, hey, here, use it. So we put that kart back together and put the clone kart on what was the LO206 kart, and it just didn't handle right. We didn't get the front end set right at all. We put it on some scales and we checked it, but it was just not even close. So I didn't even finish the heavy feature, and I'm not even going to upload it. It's not worth it. So basically we just ran that one heavy heat. The LO206 feature, the spare motor, Dan said it was pretty old, so we were pretty underpowered, and the kart handled all right. We just didn't have any power. But a spare motor is better than no motor, so especially with not having any drops. I mean, if there were a couple DNFs or some crashes or something, I could have picked up some spots and been all right, but that didn't happen. I just rode around in last and sucked and lost any chance I had at the championship due to the way the points worked out and the drops and everything. So yeah, pretty terrible night. Phil Harding, he came out of retirement for the first time in 5 years. He had a bad night too. His hot laps in his first heat were a little rough. He was getting the rust shaken off of him. He was running good in that second heat. He was in second place and he stuffed it in the wall. I watched the video back a few times and he was just running way too high down the straightaways. He had his right sides in the dust almost every lap, and he ended up just stuffing her in the wall. And he bent a wheel, he bent a spindle, he broke the body, he broke the case on the GoPro, so he was done for the night too because we were fresh out of parts basically. So Phil didn't even get to run his feature because he also ended up in the wall and bending a spindle. So rough night for us for spindles, just rough night overall. I finished last in both classes basically, a DNF and heavy, and last at LO206, and Phil didn't even get to run his feature. So yeah, it was a rough night. It was a very rough night. I'm more bummed out about the LO206 points than anything. I really want to win that, especially for Dan. And, he puts a lot of faith in me and gives me everything I need to go out there, and I just can't seem to freaking get it done, and it sucks. But there's one more race left for the LO206 series, so I'm going to go out there and give it my all, and Dan said he's going to get that engine fixed and rebuilt, so we're going to get the kart fixed and try it again at that last race. And I might not be able to win the championship, but I can at least go out there and try and win the race. So we're going to get things straightened out and regroup and go back and try it again. And we probably should have gave up at some point during the night, but we never did. We just kept thrashing and fixing shit and going back out there and trying some more. So is what it is. Sometimes you have bad nights, and last year every night was a bad night. So I'll take one bad night this year, and hopefully it's only that one bad night, because I think we've had a pretty decent year. So yeah, probably going to take next week off, not really anywhere running, so we'll probably stay home and kind of regroup and get things fixed up, and we'll see you at the next one.